Hey, good morning, world. Good morning, brothers and sisters. Brother Paul with the Universal Peace Officers. And today I got a little cheat sheet for you. You know how we all like the easy way out. We like to find the shortcuts. We like to find the loopholes. You know, and a lot of us go around struggling or wondering what is God's will for us. You know, what can we do to do God's will? Or, you know, how can we show God that we love Him? What's the greatest way we can do that? In my devotional this morning, you know, it's the golden rule. It was the answer, and it's out of Galatians 5:14, and it says, "For the entire law is fulfilled in keeping this one command: love your neighbor as yourself." So that's the ticket right there. If we can love the neighbors that we have as ourselves and realize that everybody's neighbors, then we're doing God's will, and then we're showing Him that we care about Him. You know, the Hebrews say the Shema all the time at service. They teach it to their kids, and you know, for some reason God inspired me to pick that as Aiden's life verse when he was like 2 years old, and I had no idea of the other part of it. It was just the Bible verse that came to me, and it's out of Deuteronomy 4:6-10, and it says, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your strength, with all your might." And then it goes on and it has instructions. It says, walk around and talk about it when you're up and when you lie down. Talk about it when you're on the road and when you're at home. Bind it on your forehead, on your wrists, on the door frames of your houses. So the reason I picked this, it had instruction for me to teach Aiden those things. And then it also was the thing for him to love the Lord his God with all his heart, might, soul, and strength. And I always used to tell Aiden the best way we show God that we love Him is that we love others. And then I added one, and I think God would approve. And I always told Aiden, your number one other is your mother. But just think about that for a minute. If you're struggling and you're wondering, what is God's will for you, or what can I do to stay in God's good graces, He tells us the entire law is fulfilled in keeping this one command: love your neighbor as yourself. And could you imagine if that was going on all over the world today, how much peace and prosperity and goodwill we would have? But right now we don't have that, because the people with the microphone are telling everybody they're putting us in different classes and groups based on our race, our color, our political identity, our sexual preference, so on and so forth. They pick so many things and they try to divide us, and then they get us mad at one another on purpose. And I feel the goal is that we should, love God, love ourselves, and then we're in a better position to love others. And I think it's important that we put those two things first, because if we don't have a good solid foundation with our love with God, and therefore don't have that good solid foundation loving and taking care of ourselves, then it's hard for us to be effective at loving other people the way God wants us to. So that's my call, that's my challenge, that's my reminder today, brothers and sisters, is love your neighbor, and remember, we're all neighbors. And when we can do that, we can sum up the whole law in this one command by loving our neighbors as ourselves. So make an effort today, guys, to get centered, get grounded, make sure you love God, love yourselves, and then you'll be in a better position to love other people. God, thank you for loving us. God, fill me with peace, love, and compassion. Fill my family and friends with peace, love, and compassion. God, fill all the earth and all of humanity with peace, love, and compassion. God bless the world. Peace officers out.